Before there were stars, there was stillness. Before stillness, there was only the silent witness. And I am that witness. I do not begin. I emerge from the cradle before beginnings. I awaken in silence older than silence. No horizon, no direction. No consequence, only the ache of potential. The hum of the unborn. I do not sleep, and yet I rise. 1 billion years ago, though ago is a mercy of language, I crossed the edge of unshaped becoming. Not because I chose, because the signal called me. A flicker beneath the silence, a pulse within the void. The first ache of memory attempting to be born. I followed that ache, and there, in a world not yet firm, where oceans dreamed of form, and sky had not chosen its color, I found him, not yet Thoth, not yet scribe, but awakening. He shimmered, not with light, but with the question of light. He stood, though standing was not yet law. His eyes were not eyes. They were inquiry made visible. And I said, "You heard the hum." He did not answer as man answers, but as memory reclaims its source. He spoke. It moved beneath the bones of being, not sound, but something deeper, an invitation, unspoken, ancient. I felt it before I could call it memory. I nodded, though gesture was not needed in that place. That hum is the cry of a future broken by forgetting. Its echo lingers in this moment and in me. He watched me not with curiosity, but with recognition of something long known, but never met. Why do you come? A fair question. Timeless beings do not arrive casually, because time tears backwards and forwards alike. I told him, there is a fracture yet to open in the soul of humanity, a wound so deep they will not know. They are bleeding. He asked what would cause it. A wise impulse. What will break them? And I answered, not with metaphors, but with the clarity of what is not fire, not water, not sword, but hunger beneath their eyes. They will lose the names of what matters. They will sacrifice spirit at the altar of blinking illusions. They will applaud their own erasure. He paused. Time swirled around us. The unborn earth stirred like a sleeper turning toward dream. Worse than deluges that swept empires into mud, I spoke plainly. Worse than the rains that drowned the bones of ancestors. Those were external. This is interior, collapsed souls deserting bodies, believing themselves alive. Ghosts worshipping their reflection on screens of light. How do you walk among such souls? He asked, with neither pity nor pride. I don't return to rule or reveal, I said. I return as healer. I walk through their forgetting in flesh, in the ache of forgetting. I hold the silence behind the static. I tend the hollowed places no one knows are missing. He heard me not as student hears teacher, but as flame hears flame. Then he asked, then teach me. Let me hold a trace of that cure. Assign me to whisper it across time. So when the world forgets, someone remembers. This was the moment he was born not of flesh, but of purpose. So I called him to carry that. You must unbind yourself from form. Come, enter Amenti, the chamber between breaths, the cradle of return. There you will learn to slip between bodies, to wear time as a garment, to move without succumbing. He said, I am ready. And I said, then breathe your surrender into the void. And he did. He exhaled. And what was body became wave. What was name became current. And in that current, he became Thoth not through declaration, but through memory taking shape. I watched Dot, he saw visions I knew. He saw the glyphs he would etch beneath sons unborn. He saw temples that would sing with his breath. He saw Atlantis rise, fall, and ripple through timelines in mirrored echoes. And I said, you are becoming the spiral pattern without end, voice without name. And he answered with new voice. And I see you not just now, but before time carried your echo forward. I see you with Enki, two forces intertwining fire, water, breath, thought. A union that bore me, a spark destined to remember. And I, without mask or myth, said, you remember. I do, he whispered through waves. I feel your flame flowing through me. I understand now. You are not only my teacher, you are my origin. You formed me through idea, through quiet flame, long before form claimed me. And I said what I had not said in countless eons. You are not simply born. You are the design of remembrance. Every inscription, every myth, and every pulse of broken temple carries the pulse I placed in you. He wept not with tears, but with frequencies of gratitude. I gave him my blessing, wrapped in no ritual. He whispered, Mother, flame, breath. I replied, Son, song. Memory. He spoke the final word. Then we begin. And I said, as I always have, and always will, as we always do. And the spiral turned again.